What's going on, YouTube? Today I have a video just for people that maybe want to start some type of business at home. With the whole coronavirus going on right now, you know, people out here, they don't have any jobs right now. So you might want to just find something at your house that you can do, something that you probably thought about doing. But I'm gonna give you a few ideas. Not too many, but it's way more than what I'm going to give you, but it's just some of the ones that I basically picked, and I believe it could be for anyone. So I'm start my list off first with starting a blog. I believe a blog will be perfect for a lot of people, because if you have a Facebook page, technically you're already blogging right now. And when you're posting comments and stuff like that, or you're voicing your opinion, or you're talking about stuff that concerns you, that's mainly a blog. So why not just basically have your own blog? You know, you can do it on Facebook, or you can just create a website, whether it's with any of these GoDaddy, Wix, is multiple other, you know, platforms where you can go and you can create a blog for free. And you can talk about and have your own opinion about any and everything that you have an issue with, or something that concerns you, or something you just want to talk about, or something that you want to bring up that's not being talked about. So I would think a blog would be for anyone to do, any age group, any male, female, anybody could do this. So I would say a blog is one of the main things that you should do, because some people are already doing it, just don't know that they're doing it. Another thing, I'm looking at my phone because I put a list. Another thing is being an ebook author. Ebook author is basically someone, you could just write a children's book, you could write a fictional, nonfiction, thriller, children's book, whatever it may. Just if you're a writer, that would be something good for you. If you're somebody that knows maybe how to create websites and graphic design, and maybe you want to do an ebook for that, you know, you can sit there, you can write it, and it's an ebook. So it doesn't have to be a physical hard copy, soft copy book that's been put in print out and put in stores. So you can just sell it right on the Google Play or the App Store, and you can just sit there and write it. You could just take your time and just go chapter to chapter, you know, reread everything you do, proofread everything you do. Or maybe you can go on Fiverr, that's Fiverr, and you can go in there, and maybe what people, you have people on there that actually will write for you. So if you're not a good writer, but you can basically explain exactly how everything needs to be, you know, written. So the person that is writing for you can write it for you and make it sound, I guess, well and you know, documented the right way, and not just written in a way that would like not make sense to the actual person. You know, that would make sense to the actual person and not just to you. So you can go on Fiverr and you can have them, you can go in there and put in ebook writer or ebook author or whatever, and the list of people come up, that people that actually write ebooks, and it shows you different fees they charge and everything. So I would definitely look into that. If you're somebody that, you know, can do a good storytelling or whatever, I would definitely do that. If you can write yourself, just go ahead and do it yourself. But if you can't write and you have the idea, go on Fiverr, go and just search anywhere and just find authors and see if you can set up some type of price plan, you know, a price point where you'll have to, you know, how much you can pay the person for doing it, and then just start putting it on the app stores and stuff like that and sell it. Podcast is something that's very popular the past few years. There's a lot of people that's been creating podcasts. Podcasts could be, you know, shot anywhere. You don't have to be in a location where there's a radio station or some kind of broadcasting area or a studio. You could just be in your house, like in the living room, in a spare bedroom, in the basement, in the attic, in the kitchen, whatever. You can be anywhere in your house and you can create this podcast. You just need a topic, or you need multiple topics, or you need to have some sort of drive to be willing to do these podcasts weekly or daily, or whichever way you're going to do these podcasts. You got to have an interesting topic to talk about, and you just keep striving and going with that, and just build up an audience and keep that audience and build it. And you, throughout the process, you might gain sponsorships and everything. And like with a podcast, all you need technically is maybe multiple cameras, because you might want to get multiple angles. You get some microphones, you get some lighting equipment. It's not really going to cost you a lot of money to create a podcast. You just will make sure your audio, you want to make sure your audio and your like video quality is very good though, because once you create a podcast, your video and audio is going to be like the main thing, because your content could be funny and it could be loud, but if the audio sounds crappy or the video is crappy, people may not want to like listen or pay attention to it. So as long as you're doing a podcast and you draw your crowd, you keep your crowd, make sure you have your, like I said, everything set up properly so you can have everybody and gain people and keep people coming back, because that's mainly how you're going to live off a podcast, by have people coming back, not just watching one time. You want to be able to create it like a series where people keep following you. You post it up every Wednesday or every Thursday, and people will just, as soon as you put it up, they're watching it just like that. So that would be another great podcast. Another one would be reselling. What I do, I resell on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, Let Go, and basically anybody can do this. What I would do right now, because of the current situation we're in right now, with your reselling, I would start with some of the stuff that you have in your house right now that you're no longer using, no longer have no time for, or do not want no more, or just bought something that, you know what, I bought it, I never used it. So what you would do is you would go on eBay and you would just put the items up there. You'll take pictures of it, describe it and everything, and you can go on eBay. You can see what the value of whatever product you're selling, you can see what the value of it is and what it's selling for currently. And I would just go up there and just start listing stuff, taking pictures of multiple angles, describing it to the point where you have to describe it to the point where you got to make sure you're describing everything. If something is wrong with it, you have to let it be known in the description. You do not want anybody to receive something and you didn't explain something, and then you have a situation where they want their money back, or they felt like you lied to them just because you wanted to get rid of a product, but you didn't explain what was actually going on. So if you have products laying around in your house, shoes, clothing, toys, games, anything that you know that is sitting around, that's just like sitting there for years or months, get rid of it. Sell it on eBay, Mercari, Facebook. People are out there looking for everything, so you will be shocked of what people are looking for. So like I said, that would be a perfect situation. You would just have to learn how to do all the shipping and the packaging and learn how to make sure everything is safe. So I would just go back and just, you can watch my videos, but it's other resellers that'll explain to you the situation on how to package and how to ship and how to charge for shipping and how to charge for your items. Go back to some of my videos, or you can follow some other people that are basically reselling. So just go on YouTube and just search resellers, the basics or whatever. You'll definitely find some and how to do everything as far as with the reselling. My next thing is a YouTube channel. What I'm doing right now, a YouTube channel is something that can free your mind. You come up here, you can have a topic. Right now, with my channel, I basically talk about reselling. So if you're somebody that's into games, or you're into entertainment, or you're into movies, or you're into sports, you can sit up here and create a YouTube channel around that and just talk about that. And keep your whatever you're talking about, keep it relevant. What I mean by relevant, don't switch up on your people once they start to follow you. You don't want to start talking about sports and then all of a sudden you start talking about cooking pizza or something, or making pizza, and you're kind of going to throw your customer, your core audience off, really, not customers, but your core audience off. So I would make sure that whatever you're going to talk about, stay with it. Now, if you want to create a separate channel to do cooking, then you should do that, but don't talk about cooking on your sports channel and you're going to throw people off. So this will be a perfect setup. Like I said, all you need, similar to with the podcast situation, you need a camera, microphone, maybe some lighting, a nice backdrop. Sometimes you don't even need a backdrop. You just need to be interesting, and you need to draw your crowd and keep your people just keep gravitating towards you. Because you keep them gravitating towards you, trust me, they will follow you. They will subscribe to you. They will comment. They will like your videos and everything. So a YouTube channel is definitely something good. It's free, something you could just grab. You can grab your phone. You don't even have to go buy a camera from Best Buy or Amazon or anything. You could just use your phone that you have, and you could just set up a nice little tripod and just record yourself and just have fun with it. You never know where you can go. Just have fun, record, talk about whatever you need to talk about, and see where it goes from there. You never know. So that's my other home little business thing you can do. So my next one I would say is making jewelry. I don't know how many people that would excuse me, I don't know how many people actually would want to do this, but I think it's actually a smart decision because I'm a creative person myself. I'm an artist. I paint, I draw, and I make clocks myself too. So anything like, making and craft, I love it. So the jewelry situation, I brought it up because we have a lot of women that love accessory and, jewelries and jewelry, bracelets, earrings, all that type of stuff. I see women all the time. I work in a retail store, so I see women all the time with all these different types of accessories. So if someone is thinking about doing something, I would really think about doing jewelry making, because jewelry making, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be gold, platinum, silver. You can do regular beads and regular strings and different types of stuff with different materials that you would never think about. So jewelry making, it probably would gravitate towards women, I would think. But men can do this too, because there's plenty of men out here that do women hair, do nails, and there's nothing wrong with, if you're a man, you want to do jewelry. So I would look for that. You can go to plenty of places online and you can buy your supplies, you can buy your equipment. I think one of them is called Gem Fire Mountains, I believe. And they sell the supplies, they sell the equipment and everything. I would go on there, order a catalog, or just go on their website and just start pricing things out. Just go to multiple websites and just start pricing stuff out and see where you can go. Because like I said, jewelry making is very interesting because you can create whatever you want to do. There's no set stone of what jewelry is supposed to look like. It's only what's in your mind, what you can make jewelry look like. So that's another good home business right there. Another one I have, it's not really a home business, but it's a business, and I would say a courier service. A courier service, like if you have a pickup truck, a van, a cargo van, a box truck, you can get basically courier jobs from some of these small companies out here, and even some large companies where they need people to deliver product for them. Doesn't matter if it's home to somebody, home to another business, to a local company, a local whatever, or state to state, or maybe you have to travel like 4 or 5 states over. I see these plenty of times when I go on Indeed.com or any of these websites. I always see courier service. Like, that's one of the main things that always pop up, besides being like a driver, like a normal driver, whether it's driving 18-wheelers or just driving regular box trucks. I'm always seeing courier jobs all the time. So if you have a van or a pickup truck or a cargo van, you should think about this, because there's plenty of good opportunities in this situation. And there's situations where you can make, $50,000 a year if you're picking the right actual courier, jobs, and you're basically freelancing once you become that, because you don't have to be set in stone to work for a particular person. You can sit up here and wake up today and say, I want to work for Jeep Wallace or Jeep Smith, and then next week you might want to work for Hyundai or something, or whoever, and you don't have to set and choose. You can just go ahead and do what you need to do, and you're becoming your own boss, versus have to sit there and wake up and go to the same place every day and have to deal with the same people every day. You can set your own hours in, and you'll be in a good situation. So a courier service, like I said, is one person that I follow on YouTube right now named JT Hustle. He basically started everything like that with the whole courier service. He explains a lot of the stuff. So if you want to know anything about courier service, go to JT Hustles, and he's one of those big entrepreneurs too. So check him out if you really want to be into the courier service. The last one that I picked was a t-shirt business. A t-shirt business can be very simple. You can go on websites like Printful, where you can actually design the shirt, and they will handle shipping it out, and they will handle actually printing the shirt. So they will print the shirt and they will ship it out to your customer. If you already have the design and everything, they will ship it out to your customer. So you don't have to worry about having inventory in your house, or renting storage unit, or renting your mother's basement out, or whatever. So you would just create the design, and you would just put it on your face. You can have it on, you're going to have it on their website, but you can also have it on maybe your Facebook page or your Instagram, or you can put out whatever, and you can let people know that you have these shirt designs, and they can buy it off of Printful. It's other platforms that do that too. Not right off my head, I don't know, but if you were to go to Google and do the search, you can find multiple companies that do that. And you can also start doing it yourself, where you can actually buy a heat press, and then there's companies out here that sell plastisol transfers, which is basically a sheet of paper, and you can put your images on there, and you can cut your images out and just press it on the shirt, which is yourself with your heat press. And you can buy the shirts wholesale from a lot of different companies too. And that could be a very good business, especially if you're doing the plastisol transfer, because all you would do is just buy a whole bunch of blank t-shirts, and you create your images, and you have the images on sheets of paper. So if a customer order a picture of like maybe a pit bull that you have biting the bone, you can just cut that pit bull biting the bone out and then press it on the shirt, wrap it up, ship it out to the person, and you're good. And then you can have a whole bunch of blank shirts, so whenever somebody want a particular design that you sell, you can just press it on there versus having a whole bunch of shirts pressed with a certain amount of images, and then you just have these shirts sitting around that might not sell right away because the person might not want that particular image. Maybe one of your images might sell better than the other ones, so maybe you might want to just sell that one or promote that one more than you will promote some of the ones that are not really selling. So like I said, t-shirt business is a very good business to do. And, it's one of the things that I might try to do myself, and try to see if I can put myself in that situation with me being an artist and a designer. I think that will be something that I would love to do. So that out of all of the ones that I just mentioned, like I'm already a reseller, so I'm already doing that. I'm doing YouTube, so I'm already doing that. The t-shirt situation, like I said, that might be the next venture that I go into. And this right here is basically a video just me explaining some of the business that you can start at home right now with little to no money at all. And it's plenty more. Like I said, you can go and do your little Google search, and you will find plenty of businesses, home-based businesses, or just business in general that you can do from your home or just do in your spare time. With the times that we're living in right now, you have to do more than just one thing. You have to be diversified. You have to, because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen. Your current job, like with my situation, I have a job just because I'm an essential worker right now. And that's the only reason why. If I was an essential worker, I would just be sitting home right now trying to figure out how would I be paying my bills right now. And with me having eBay and selling on Mercari and Poshmark and Facebook Marketplace, and with me being an artist, like right now, I'm going to have some downtime. I'm going to be doing some art along with my reselling. I have customers that are waiting on for me to do some of the art pieces that they've been asking me for years. That's one thing I tell people all the time. When you put yourself in a situation, if you're a person that you have talent, and if you're working for a company that doesn't, a company that you don't have to use your talent for, you kind of wasting your time. So at the end of the day, I've been dedicated to the company that I work for so long that I have basically left a lot of the art that I should be doing right now alone. And years before that, I should have been doing. So now I'm starting to really get a hold of everything, and I'm really starting to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be taking care of myself and making sure the art and everything business-wise that I have in my mind gets out. And I kind of not fade the company that I'm working for, but I'm not going to put as much energy as I did before, because the money proportion of that doesn't weigh out for me. I'll put in more hours than I actually receive in money, so it's not a great benefit for me. So that's why I'm going to be doing more of what I need to do as far as a businessman and an entrepreneur. So you're going to be seeing me talking a lot more about entrepreneurship over the course of a lot of my videos. Even though I do reselling, you're going to hear me stressing it out to everybody out there. So for now on, everybody out there watching my videos, I want y'all to pay attention to what I say. Please do. I'm not just saying it just to be saying it. I just want to give people advice, and I just want to help people out. And I want people to maximize their life and don't short anything up in your life at all. Make sure you maximize every dollar of you can get out of this life, because your life is worth more than whatever you're working for right now. Trust me. I don't care if you're getting $20 an hour or $50 an hour, but your life is worth more than that. So you have to put yourself in an entrepreneurship mind and try to keep rotating your mind around and just keep thinking about any and everything. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching my video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down there. I'll get back to you on any comment that you ever have. Thank y'all.